In this video, I'm going to purify cyclohexene using a separating funnel. I produce the cyclohexene by dehydrating cyclohexanol with phosphoric acid and distilling off the product. At the end of the video, I'll carry out a bromine water test to confirm the formation of the alkene. This slide shows the glassware and the chemicals needed to do the purification. I'll explain them all in more detail as I use them. So the first step is to take the separating funnel and make sure that the tap is closed. You can then transfer the solution that you're purifying into the funnel. In this case, it's cyclohexene. The next step is then to add an equal volume of sodium carbonate solution to neutralise any phosphoric acid that was left over from the dehydration. Once you've done this, place the stopper on the funnel and shake it, handling it carefully with two hands. Remove the stopper to release any built-up pressure in the funnel. After shaking it a few times, place the funnel in a metal ring attached to a clamp stand, remove the stopper and allow the liquid to settle. After a few minutes, the liquid should be fully settled and you will see two layers have formed. This is because the organic and aqueous layers have separated out according to density. In this case, the bottom layer is the aqueous sodium carbonate solution and the top layer is the purified cyclohexene, which is the organic layer. The next step is to place a beaker below the funnel and open the tap to collect the aqueous layer. Close the tap once the top layer approaches it. You can then open the tap partially to control the speed that the bottom layer is run off. This means you can separate the two layers as accurately as possible. Close the tap when the whole bottom layer has been run off. Now that the funnel only contains one layer, change the container below the funnel and collect this liquid. In this case, the top layer is the desired product, cyclohexene. In your experiment, it could be the top or the bottom layer depending on what's in the separating funnel. You can then return the beaker with the aqueous layer in to catch any drips. So now that I have my cyclohexene, I'm going to add some magnesium sulfate, which is a solid drying agent. This is to remove any water that might still be in there. Put a stopper on the conical flask and shake it. I have added enough magnesium sulfate to achieve a snowstorm effect, which is where you can see white solid floating in the solution. So now that my product is purified, I will use bromine water to test for the presence of an alkene. Use a pipette to transfer some of the alkene into a test tube. Then use a different pipette to add some bromine water. Add about a quarter of the volume of the alkene you just added. Be careful when handling the bromine water as fumes are released that should be kept inside the fume cupboard. Shake the test tube and if the colour disappears, then an alkene is present. The yellow-brown colour will disappear and the solution will turn colourless.